Howdy, 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 howdy. How's it going?
Good.
Great. I'm glad
Welcome to the show.
welcome to the show. There's only one show in the business, and you were listening to it, baby.
The Island Shuffle.
Oh.
The singular business show.
If you like business, you come to the right place.
Yeah.
This is a show where we break down the rising and falling stocks, economies, everything, the whole bit.
The whole 90.
NASDAQ, Dow Jones, it's here, baby.
TSX over here.
It's back and better than ever.
Private,
Public.
I wonder what a stock exchange is like now with computers. Because it used to be phones.
And before that, it was ticky tape.
Ticky tape, little ticky tape, little Peter ticky tape.
Little Peter ticky
ran
tape.
the whole world economy.
He ran from one ticky tape machine to another and said up and then down and then oh no and then oh yes.
Wow, if we all just bought more stuff, everything would be okay.
That's just true. That's our number. That's our economics minute.
Welcome to the Island Shuffle.
The show where we talk about Lost, but we watch it in the wrong order.
And today we watched a beautiful
It
episode.
was a lovely little ep, wasn't it? It
Yeah,
was an ep called the season 1, episode 11, and it was called "All the Best Cowboys Have Daddy Issues."
Wow.
Which is a
I
weird
didn't
title.
actually ask you what it was called earlier, so I didn't know it was called that.
It's called that. I don't know
Wow.
why it's called that. I mean,
guess Jack is Jack definitely has cowboy, or he has cowboy issues
Yes.
because Sawyer is the cowboy of the show.
and can't be it. He says, "I want to ride on a horsey and wave my hat around and whip a lasso
Exactly.
at passing by horses."
You know, it sucks actually because Sawyer does have daddy issues,
Mm-hmm.
but this episode is actually about Jack.
It is.
But he's not a cowboy.
He's far from a cowboy. Can I also tell you that this is a theme that I don't think we've really touched on yet, but like every single character has daddy issues. Literally every single one has some kind of issues with their parent.
Kate has daddy issues.
Kate kills his stepdaddy.
Son and Jin and Son's dad.
Son's dad is a controlling mafioso
Yeah,
mob
he's
man.
an illegal man.
He's an illegal man. He's a crime guy.
crime guy, professional criminal. Oh my God, he's may as well work for Huawei at this point.
Whoa, professional criminal.
Getting political.
Getting political and dating our episode.
Yeah.
Remember all the hot news from January 2019?
Ah.
You got a government shutdown and Huawei is a thing also.
Is the government back yet?
I think it's back.
Yeah.
It's back for now.
Good for them.
Good for them. They figured it out.
Wow. That lasted a long
It
time.
lasted the longest time it's ever lasted, I think.
That's crazy.
They did a bad job.
No, well, whatever.
Hey.
I didn't vote for him.
You know what? I sure didn't either. And I wouldn't if I could.
Hey. Well,
Hey.
you can't, so.
No, I can't. I wish I could. Funny. This is why we don't get political, because we're not funny.
What happened this week?
This week is Jack has an episode. Do you want to talk about island stuff or flashback stuff?
Let's do flashback stuff, honestly. I
Okay.
sort of love it.
The flashback is very big.
It is dramatic.
It is dramatic. Nothing gets more dramatic. So Jack is a surgeon.
Uh-huh.
But you know who else is a surgeon?
Jack's daddy-o.
Jack's big-time daddy-o.
He says, "Hey, daddy-o, I want to be just like you.
And daddy-o says, "That's great, son."
Let's work at the same hospital."
Let's work at the same hospital. I'm sure this will not cause a single conflict of interest at all.
But then Jack is doing a surgery,
Mhm.
and a lady dies.
A lady dies.
And then after, Jack is like, "That was on you, Dad."
Yeah, they have a big, screamy argument about it.
Yeah.
And they're basically like, Jack's dad is all, "Hey, I was handling that just fine on my own. You didn't have to come in and save me." Blah. And then Jack hits him with the hammer and says, "Hey, how many drinks did you have at lunch, Dad? I was told your hands were shaking, Dad."
You were drunk and you severed her pancreas or something.
Yeah, this was on you, Dad.
You killed this lady.
You killed this lady
because of your booze addiction, Dad.
You've got an addiction to booze, and frankly, you're bad at your job when you have that.
Go to rehabilitation.
You killed a lady because of it. And Jack's dad is not at all like
He's fine with it.
he's completely fine with his literal response is like, I know my limits. I can do surgery while I'm drunk. It's
Totally.
fine.
He never denies it.
Mm-hmm.
He never denies that he was sauced up.
Yeah, he's always just like, I was fine. It's not a big deal. Later
What
we
an
go to their
idiot.
office, Jack's dad's office.
Uh-huh.
And Jack's dad is
Doing some paperwork.
doing some paperwork, basically being like, you got to sign this thingamajig, and it says the truth, and the truth is, of course, that we did our best, and despite our best efforts, she died. And Jack's like, I'm not saying that. That's a false lie. It's a false lie, and she died because you were on the alcohol train.
Yeah, Daddy-o.
And Daddy-o gives a lot of big speeches.
He gives a big speech about, like, I don't know, doing the right thing and the greater good,
The
I
greater
guess, is
good.
the point of his speech. But the whole point of his speech is sign the paper so they don't take away my medical license.
Yeah, it goes from like, if you say that it's alcohol, then I'm gonna lose my medical license. And then he starts turning on the sauce.
Yeah.
The not alcohol sauce. The
Yeah.
the I'm a
He
dad
starts
sauce.
drinking. He
Yeah,
gets the old wine glass out.
Yeah,
It's like
for-
the greater good.
he says it's for the greater good. The big one is like, hey, I know I've been a bad dad to you, but listen, I had to do it because I saved a lot of lives doing it.
Uh-huh. And now I made you a great surgeon, and you're going to save a lot of lives. So
Yeah.
look at all those lives that
Yeah.
were saved in the whatever.
And the big emotional beat is he hits him with the old hand on the shoulder. The old I'm doing it in real life to James right now, and then I remembered how podcasts work.
No one will know.
No one will know. No one. So imagine like a hand on your shoulder, and your alcoholic dad, who's also your boss, says, "Hey, don't get me fired."
And what do you do?
And sorry for being a bad dad.
You sign the paper.
You sign the damn
and
ass
that's
paper.
what Jackie-o did.
That's what Jackie-o did.
Jackie O'Donnell.
Jackie O'Donnell signs the paper, and then later sees his dad down the hallway and goes arguing with a man, and he's like, "Who the heck's that man yelling at my dad?" And the nurse fills Jack in and says, "That's the father of the deceased,
Husband
of the deceased.
Yeah.
He's threatening to sue." And then he sees Daddy Jack.
Do the hand on shoulder move again.
The big move, and Jack says, "Oh no, I've been manipulated by my own poppy once again."
I thought that was a special little movie only used with me.
But he's busting it out to manipulate this man to protect the hospital. Oh my goodness, I'll tell you what I'm going to do about this. I'm going to march right up to the hearing, and in the hearing I'm going to say, I'd actually like to change my thingy. I testify that my dad was a drunk.
My daddy was drinking when he killed the lady.
Mm-hmm. And he gets his dad fired.
Yeah. It's good.
It's Jack's shit is usually pretty like boring as
Yeah.
hell. This is
good.
This is good and well acted by both Jack, and I want to shout out Jack's dad actor also, because
Jad actor.
Jad.
Chad. I think his name's Chad.
Yeah, his name
What
is
is the
Chad
guy-
Actor.
The guy's name is Chad Actor.
Yeah, he's very good at it.
Yeah.
He's very like, especially in that one scene where he's like clearly manipulating Jack and like working him. You see him go through all the like emotions, and it's like to the point where it's like he's wrong, but you can tell he believes what he's saying.
Yeah, totally.
It's
It's
a good.
cool.
It's a good.
I like
performance.
that. I like Chad Actor.
Chad Actor is great.
Yeah. I like that he like sticks around
Yeah.
somewhat needlessly
Yeah.
in the show.
I really like. He's maybe one of my favorite like consistent guest actors. Is Chad Actor.
He's cool. Chad Actor is very good.
He's very good, and he shows up like he gets like smokified. He gets to be a manifestation of the Smoke Man, and he gets
to go to Hawaii.
He gets to go to Hawaii, and honestly, send Chad Actor all the way to Hawaii.
Yeah, Chad Actor deserves it. He's put in a long, hard career.
He's got a long, hard career, and if
World's worst name.
World's worst name, but he does get to go to Hawaii finally.
Yeah. Oh my God.
After toiling away in the background of every other movie,
Oh.
he finally arrives with a speaking part in some episodes of everyone's favorite show.
Do you think I could have a successful career if I moved to Hollywood and renamed myself Bradley Armpit?
I think if you got the looks and you got the skills, I think the sky's the limit, baby.
Yes. Bradley Armpit's coming for you, everybody.
Academy Award nominee Armpit.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's good.
Now that's good.
Hey, the Academy Awards are coming up. The snubs and flubs, baby.
Oh, yeah. When did they happen? February?
Late February sometime.
Cool.
It's going to be something. Apparently there's no host.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because there was Kevin Hart, and then people didn't like that, and then he left?
Yes, that's exactly right. People didn't like it.
They'll find someone.
They won't. The plan is to go with no host. They were like, we're not having a
How
host.
do you do
this time.
that?
I don't know. I think it's going to be a disaster. I'm kind of
They
excited.
should get the supercomputer who competed on Jeopardy. Or they should get...
They should get Alex Trebek.
Yes, they should let Twitter host it.
Yeah.
Actually, Alex Trebek would be a great host. He'd be like sort of mean to everyone.
He'd be incredibly mean to everyone. It'd be great. Honestly, take these Hollywood bozos down a peg or two.
Yeah.
These elites.
Bosies.
The only actor I support is the man of the people, Bradley Armpit.
Bradley Armpit, that's me.
That's you.
What if
Your name is already James Brown? You
yeah,
can
Bradley Armpit is my stage name. What if Bill Gates hosted it? Or Bill Gates is who's his partner who's crazy?
Steve Ballmer.
Yeah.
I would hope that Steve Ballmer hosts the Oscars.
That'd be cool.
Steve Ballmer owns a basketball team.
Really?
He owns the LA Clippers.
Wow.
So you can make a lot of fun jokes about developers and then the LA Clippers and be like, "Oh man, I miss Blake Griffin." do a 30-minute monologue about how much he misses.
I miss Blake Griffin.
Do a 30-minute monologue about how much he misses Blake, his best friend, and go, "Fuck you, Detroit," and just storm off and say, "Oscars are canceled because I miss my friend Blake Griffin."
No more hosts.
No more hosts.
Then they wheel out IBM Computer, who competes at Jeopardy.
And then he says, "Well, what is Academy Award?"
And everyone goes crazy. And then La La Land wins Best Picture.
For real this time.
Yeah,
like it
for
should have
real this
like it
time.
deserved to.
La La Land got robbed.
Did you ever see A Star Is Born?
No.
It's a wild movie.
The new one?
The new one,
Yeah.
yeah. The one that is nominated for awards. It's funny because Bradley Cooper wrote, starred, and directed in a movie where he is a cool rock man.
That is good. That is
He does a
cool.
lot of cool guitar solos.
Good for him. I want to watch that.
It's great. It's not, I mean, no, it's not, but it's like bananas.
I would watch that.
It is something.
All right,
Anyway,
what else happened?
Nothing. That's the whole episode.
No, they're on the island. Claire
What?
got taken.
What? Claire's been taken. No.
Claire and the unborn fetus.
Claire
And
the unborn-
her unborn child, too.
And-
Sorry, I just called Charlie the unborn fetus because he's such a fucking loser.
as all unborn fetuses are.
Yeah. They don't do anything.
They're just parasites.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That's true.
Yeah. These parasites leeching off of society.
Leeching off of society's wives.
Yeah, society's wives. Oh.
Stupid.
So Claire and the unborn fetus
Yes.
and her unborn child
Yes.
are taken.
They've been taken, and they've been taken by whom? Why, Ethan, of course.
Ethan, of course, who we all know.
We all know.
He was posing as a plane man,
He was acting as a plain man.
but instead he was one of the others.
Yes, they have found this out because Hurley looked at a manifest and said, "There's no Ethan listed here."
You know what
no.
sucks?
What's that?
They never name the others.
No.
They should.
They should. The others is a bad name for
It's
them.
an awful name because what do they call themselves?
Us.
It's us. You know, it's us.
The gang.
Oh, yeah, we're us.
The lovable lads from Liverpool.
The guys, Ben's boys. We're Ben's boys and girls.
We're Ben's friends.
Yeah, Ben's friends.
Friends of Ben.
Oh, Ricky's.
We're Jacob's house.
Where does Ricky go? What does he do?
Ricky.
Does he hang out with the others the whole time?
I think he hangs out with the others for most of the time. I bet.
Seems like they forget he's a part of the others for like the first season that the others are around.
Yeah, he doesn't show up until like season 3 officially, I think.
Weird.
And even then, he's just like a guy. We
yeah,
don't really
he
know.
like isn't prominent
Mhm,
until
mhm.
way in. Eh?
Mm-hmm. I like to think that he's just like hanging out with Jacob, working on a loom helping him with that loom.
Yeah. He's
Playing-
like, too bad that your mom never named your brother, eh? We
Yeah.
could have avoided all of this shit.
Yeah, just like, hey, I got a name for that guy. Name him Malcolm.
No, can't name him.
Can't name him. I told you they got rules, Ricky. Can't do.
Only one name per 2 kids.
Ricky comes through and is like, hey, I found this new game. It's called Parcheesi. We should try it. And Jacob's like, no, only this shitty game. This game I found on the ocean.
Oh, what game is it?
It was like...
Oh, yeah, I remember that game.
It's a
Yeah.
weird game. It's just like, I'm going to put the pieces down on it.
That was a garbage game.
It's not a good game.
So, there's no Richard, but you know what? There's...
Ricky,
None of the others are in this episode.
Ricky should show Jacob Fortnite.
Oh, the dances.
The dances and also the epic battle royale.
The battle royale with 100 people
100
in one
people.
game.
He's like, hey, you want to send people to an island? Well, I got just the thing.
Fortnite.
Is Lost the original battle royale?
Yes.
I'm asking the real questions.
I think Battle Royale is the original Battle Royale.
That's true.
Did you ever see that movie?
No, but I understand that it's scary.
Yeah, it's cool.
It seems like a cool one.
Bunch of kids killing each other.
Hell yeah. Just
It's like
like
heaven.
just like Fortnite.
Just like Fortnite, yeah. My God.
It's all as time as a flat circle. It's all the same.
But you know what? Ethan has Claire and her unborn fetus and her unborn child.
Claire does go away. And so the whole camp is a Twitter.
Uh-huh.
They're all scared. They're all going, "Oh my gosh, what the heck's gonna happen?
This stinks.
This is garbage. What kind of island is this?
Our friends are gone.
Our friends are gone." So Jack and Locke start to head out a search party. And you know what? They're button heads about how to handle it because they are opposites.
Yeah, because they're nemesis.
They're nemesis, but they have to work together for the greater good.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of the greater good. And Locke is like, all right, I'm seeing a trail. Looks like there was a scuffle. We gotta go this way. And the whole time, the whole kind of conflict between them is very much like Jack is like, we gotta go now. We have to go now. Where's the trail? Tell me where the trail is. And Locke is like, I don't really know. We can. It could be this. We need to kind of take our time and be analytical about this. We don't want them to, see us catching up to them. And Jack's like, no, we gotta go now. And Locke is very much like, hey, actually, we need to calm down.
Listen to me, you idiot doctor.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. It's an interesting dynamic.
It's cool.
Locke is being very reasonable, and Jack is not, which is rare.
Jack is emotional, and Locke is analytic.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
And
I calculated it.
I wrote it on a piece of graph paper. I did a long division about it.
Long as fuck.
Yeah. This division, it's fucking long.
Super
dude.
long. Joy division.
Joy division. Joey division.
Joey's division.
It's the 1/6 of Friends where Joey's on screen. That's the Joey division.
Joey's division.
That's his division of
My
the show.
God. Friends is not good.
No, it's not. We should watch that next.
No.
Nope.
So then what happened? So then Locke is like, I'm going back to camp to like get people and make
Yeah,
a real
exactly.
search party.
Yeah, and Jack is like, no, we have to go now.
Tell me where to go,
Tell me
Locke.
where to go, and I'll go on my own self. And eventually Jack accedes and goes, all right, we'll get some more people. They gather up Boone.
Uh-huh.
They gather up Kate.
Uh-huh.
And Michael says, hey, I want to come too. And Locke says, nope, party's too big.
You're not allowed, Michael.
You're not
you
allowed.
idiot.
And he's like, well, I can't just sit around on my butt all day. I'm nervous. I want to help out. And Michael says, and Locke says, all right, well, if you want to form your own party, go ahead. We're going this direction. You should head in that direction. And Michael, instead of doing that, just grumbles and grouses.
Locke's so stupid.
Locke's such a stupid guy. Who knows anything? And then Walt comes through. Great episode for Walt, by the way. We'll talk about it. But Walt comes through and is like, Mr. Locke is smarter than you. Mr. Locke is a warrior.
He's a warrior.
He's a warrior.
Which is cool. That's a cool thing to call someone.
Yeah. I'm going to call all my friends warriors now.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk into the room and say, what's up, my warriors?
My warriors. My warriors. I'm going to call all the moms warriors. Because I think they worry. I think moms worry.
Worriers.
Is that fair?
I think you can call them warriors, and you can call the men Warriors.
Warriors, because they're all big and fat
All
and
they care,
evil.
they're they're all evil, and they love to fart and make money.
Yeah. And then they have their elaborate games that they play.
Yeah, they love to play games for exactly 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Just men things.
Just men things.
The fellas, hey, if you're all the fellas out there love micro games.
Micro games and being evil.
Women just don't understand micro games.
Waluigi.
I don't know where he fits into this. Non-binary icon, hopefully.
I like that guy.
He's great. He's thriving.
Yeah.
Just thinking about Waluigi and chuckling.
So then what do? They go into the jungle.
They do go into the jungle. We have still thinking about Waluigi.
Yeah.
That's a long
His
boy.
legs are so long.
He's got long legs, long arms,
Yeah.
long stash.
Weird guy.
Heck of a guy. Don't love to see him go and hate to see him stay.
Yeah. Oh, that's rude.
I mean, look, I don't like the man. Get him out of my sight.
That's fair. I like it. Yeah. I like that guy. I think he's funny. He cracks me up.
Clearly. You want to just look at a picture of Waluigi for a bit?
No, that'll ruin it. Like him better in my mind.
That's true. Like most things, Waluigi is thrives on a conceptual level.
Best left to the mind.
Keep him in the mind. Don't ever manifest him.
I've never seen him before in my life.
Just thinking about what he could be. The potential energy of Waluigi.
They're like a cross of like the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz with Wilson from Castaway.
Yeah, that's him.
That's pretty much it, right?
That's him. That's Waluigi to me.
That's Waluigi. All right.
All
Then
right.
they go on a search party?
Was Waluigi in the search party?
No.
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 Well, then I frankly don't really give a heck.
No.
But
it was just in my mind.
But I suppose we've got a way they could redeem Lost in the hypothetical 7th season. Waluigi.
Waluigi.
Just bring
Put
him
him on
aboard.
there.
Put him on there.
And you've already done so much.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a big step further.
It really isn't. If you already got God and the Devil, you might as well throw Waluigi in there.
Who's both at the same time somehow.
It's gotta be Waluigi. So they end up. The search party ends up at a split. And Kate says, "Oh my gosh, it's a split. There's 2 trails now. One of these might be a dummy trail. Uh-oh. We better split up the party." So Jack and Kate go one way.
Uh-huh.
Locke and Boone go another way.
Yes.
Jack is a real dick to Kate all
Jack
the time.
is a jerk all episode.
Jack is a jerk all episode, and Kate is like, "Hey man, what's your friggin' damage, dude?
You chill,
Can
bud.
you like chill out? We're all trying to help out, and you're just being mean to Locke. You're being mean to me. We all want to find the friends, our
Yeah.
friends.
I want to find the one lady and the 2 babies.
I want one lady, 2 babies, and they're gone.
Who took them?
Who took them? Ethan took them, and we gotta find him. And Jack, you're not helping with your sassy ass attitude.
Sassy ass.
Take your sassy ass and leave it behind in your mind, where Waluigi lives.
Put your sassy ass on Waluigi and make him even funnier to look at.
And Jack says, "Never. Waluigi's funny enough as it is."
Aw.
Jack actually says, like, "Here's the real deal. Claire told me that he was attacked by
yeah,
someone else, and I gave her a sedative. I didn't believe her, so it's my fault that this happened, and that's why I'm so riled up and such a meanie all the time." Doesn't stop him from being a meanie.
No.
He still is mean all the time. To
But at
everyone.
least he quantifies it.
He quantifies it. Kate's later like
Qualifies it or whatever.
there's another scene later where Jack is like storming ahead and Kate's like, "Hey, slow down. I'm trying to keep up." And Jack is like, "You said it was this way." And Kate's like, "I don't know where the trail is."
Yeah.
And Jack is just like cruising on forward, and Jack is like, "Oh yeah, well maybe You ever think about how maybe you lied about being a tracker? Maybe you lied because you're a fugitive, Kate. Kate, you're a friggin' criminal and a fugitive. And
Jack, you idiot.
And Kate's just like, shut up. Shut up, idiot.
I tracked deers with my dad when I was a kid,
My
okay?
army dad loved to go to the forest and track deers, so I know a little bit, okay?
What did your dad do? Get drunk and kill people?
And Jack's like, ooh, yikes. Hit the nail on the head there.
Jack said, at least I didn't get drunk and kill people. Kate.
Yet.
Oh, yeah. One day.
There's a lot of scenes in this episode that I also want to highlight where the team is just running full sprint, full tilt.
Oh, tracking full sprint.
Yeah, they're tracking at full sprint. They're just going. They're giving her.
Ah.
They're going full tilt and then suddenly stop on a dime to find like
like a tiny little thing.
They're like, wait, this twig is snapped, or wait, Charlie's friggin' lame ass knuckle
His
tattoos are here.
stupid finger things.
His finger things are here, and they're bad. We've talked about how Charlie's finger things are dumb, right?
He's a loser. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a dweebus. That's why he's not born yet.
Yeah, exactly. Dweebus. Not a coincidence. It sounds like fetus.
No, it's open your eyes. It's the same.
It's a kid that you know is a nerd before it even comes out.
Imagine the doctor telling you that.
It's a dweebus.
We got it. I'm terribly sorry. You've got a dweebus.
No, that'd be cool.
I think you can love and raise a dweebus.
Yeah.
But
I think I already see a concept of Waluigi forming in his mind. That'd be cool if whenever they do an ultrasound, they could look into the mind of the child.
That would be cool. What would the child be thinking about? Probably friggin' sucking on his thumb or something.
Yeah, it'd be so unusual because they would have so little experience.
It would mostly be like nothing, I guess, right?
Yeah.
It would be like, wow, what's up with fingers? I got some now. It's
I
crazy.
guess I got fingers now.
Guess I got fingers.
Yummy food through the cord.
Love to consume through the cord.
Oh, yeah.
Yummy.
Eat through the cord.
Through the cord, baby.
Oh.
I'm like... oh, no. It's like electricity. It's like a power cord.
Oh, yeah. That's like the lamp right here is eating through the cord.
It's true.
I'm eating through the cord.
These mics we've got are eating through the cord. They're eating our voices through the cord.
They're eating our voices through the cord,
And then
turning
their
them into beautiful lines.
Yeah, they're turning them into these beautiful peaks and valleys that are going to then get fed into your ears.
That's the
through
cord
your cords.
for you.
That's the cord for you.
That's a cord order.
Send us to hell, where we belong.
So then what happens?
Locke and Boone are also chilling out.
Yeah.
They're just kind of talking
About their life before the island,
life
really.
before the island, and Jack's like, Locke is like, hey, I used to work at a box company, and Boone's like, no way, you're too cool of a hunter for that. That's wacky. They have another moment where Locke predicts the weather as he loves to do.
Yeah.
He says it's going to rain in 1 minute, and Boone says, I'm not going back home, and Locke says, okay, well, here's the rain. Boom.
Cool.
And Locke is just a cool guy.
Wow.
I think this is the start of Locke and Boone's friendship.
Yeah, this is.
They're gonna hang out and start just sharing their favorite knife stories.
And then
soon.
Boone will die.
Then Boone will die. And honestly, rip.
Yeah. Finally, a boy dies so a woman can be sad.
Finally. It's called equality.
It's called equality.
Look it up sometime, geniuses.
Yeah. You frickin' 100 IQ whizzes. 100% IQ.
I love it when my IQ's at 100%.
Yeah. What's your IQ? 100%.
All the way up, baby. Filled to the brim.
I'm smart as they get.
If I were any smarter, other people around me would get smart because of how much smart I have.
My God. It'd be leaking out my brain.
It'd be just pouring out my ears with all these smarts.
I'd feed it to you through an umbilical cord.
All just calculator signs, cosines and tangents leaking out of my nose and ears.
Tangents. Oh, sorry, I'm going on a tangent again.
Oh,
that was
boy.
a calculator joke.
Oh, funny calculator joke.
Someone give me a sign. That was a calculator joke.
Oh man, that is funny.
Yeah, all these jokes make me hungry. I could go for some pie.
Wow, man, only like really smart nerds will get that.
Can you help co-sign my lease?
Have you considered taking up a job writing for Rick and Morty? Because all these jokes are very high IQ.
Yes, I
Yeah.
have considered it.
You should consider it and then do it.
Okay,
Cool. Great. Consider it done.
consider it done.
Look forward to James Brown's whole season about Rick and
High
Morty.
IQ, Pickle
It's just-
Rick.
It's just going to be every single character saying, wow, how about Waluigi? And then laughing out loud.
Pickle Rick.
Man, what a guy. I actually can't say that because of my NDA, so never mind. I was about to share a
Aw.
work story, but I work in QA, so I cannot.
The
so I will
NDA.
not.
You
But-
play for the NDA.
I'm afraid. So, yeah, the National Disc Association.
Yeah.
Which-
Still trying to sell DVDs.
Still trying. Honestly, they're due for a comeback.
Yeah.
Resolutions are too high, I keep telling people. Get me back to 480p.
You ever think about using Blu-rays since they're also discs?
No, never. They
No.
don't have discs in the title.
Yeah.
They're not called
That's
discs. They're
true.
raised.
They're
They're not
raised.
discs.
Jeepers creepers. Didn't think you'd have to explain that one to a whiz like me, did ya?
Yeah, I guess your IQ's only 95%
Oh
after
my
all.
God, 99. Get over yourself. So Jack and Kate or Locke are doing something.
They're hanging out and they're having a fun time. Oh, so
It's raining now.
It's raining now. Kate and Jack
They hear a scream.
They hear a scream and they're like, "Go! We gotta go! Oh no!
Up the hill.
Up the hill! Ah!" And then Jack falls down the hill and gets
And Kate disappears.
Kate disappears, and then Ethan is standing there, and Ethan puts his big old boot on Jack's chest while he's falling down, and he says, "Don't follow me anymore, or I'll kill one of them. No more warnings." And then kicks the shit out of Jack.
It's cool.
It's pretty cool. It's very and it's like all raining, so Ethan looks super like washed out and weird. It's a neat little scene. And then they end, and Kate finds Jack and is like, "No, you didn't see Ethan. You must be imagining
Idiot.
things. You're just tired because of how tired you are."
Yeah.
And Jack's like, "No, I saw him, and we're going to get him. We gotta go get him." And what do they find?
Charlie being hanged.
He is hung. He's like looks like he's like purple. It's fucked. to
He's
see.
like dead.
It's a gruesome scene.
Yeah.
Surprisingly gruesome, actually.
Then the Jack says, "Cut him down."
They cut him
Kate."
down. They cut him down, and then Jack starts doing CPR on the man to try to revive him.
And when that doesn't work, he just punches Charlie
He just starts pounding the chest of Charlie
for like a minute and a half.
for too long.
Yeah.
To the point where like the music starts to swell up. It goes from like scary, "Oh, I'm scared" music to like the sad, mournful like R.I.P. to a real one music. And Kate is like just like standing there sobbing while Jack is also sobbing and punching effectively a corpse in the chest.
It's cool.
It's a wild scene.
And then after like too long,
After too long, Kate says, "No, stop. He's gone. You gotta stop it." And Jack's like sitting there like, "Oh, Jesus Christ." And then after like another 10-minute beat of silence, Jack
he starts
says,
to punch again.
Jack gets back into it.
He owed me money.
At that point, it goes from like a scary and dramatic and like genuinely upsetting scene to like comical.
Yeah,
to like a
totally.
comedy, to like a
It's
funny
like,
comedy.
all right, he can punch Charlie. You know what? Punch away. Shoot for the face, Jakey boy.
Imagine he's just like, "No," and just starts like decking him right in the jaw.
My God.
Funny stuff. But thankfully, Charlie only needs a few punches to wake up. And Charlie does wake up, and they're like, "Yay, we did it!" Weird lesson to learn of like
Punch the boy.
like to just be like, like it seems like it's a moment of like the whole theme of the episode seems like Jack needs to understand his limits and like understand like to let go, right?
Yeah.
To just to not be on go mode all the time. Instead, the lesson imparted is that he should never stop.
Yeah,
he should
never
always go.
stop ever, because that is what saves all the lives, Jack.
Yeah, that's what saves lives, baby. And like, I get it to an extent, but it feels weird a little bit. Regardless, it's still a good scene. It's still like one of the most compelling scenes like of season 1, probably. Like everybody.
I remembered this scene
Everybody,
from
I
like
think
10 years ago.
I think everybody remembers this scene.
Yeah.
It's a pretty like heavy one.
It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then they take Charlie back to the camp, And Jack's like, "Hey, Charlie, what'd you see, buddy?" And Charlie's like, "I don't remember anything, but there was more than one person."
And
essentially.
also he says there's he also says they only cared about Claire.
They
All
only
they
cared about
about
Claire.
was
And
Claire.
it's the they.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I found it weird how he's like, "I don't know anything. I don't know anything, but
Yeah.
here's a clue. I don't know anything."
I don't know anything but a clue.
Yeah.
I've only got one clue for you, Mr. Jack, and I hope.
And I don't even know that one.
I don't even know that one. I'm just. I just got a clue in me. Got a clue in me. I gotta get it out.
Clue in, buddy.
Clue the hell in. The other thing that happens is Jack, Boone, and Locke find the hatch. Basically, they like are stumbling around and they're still fumbling around for a trail, and they go boom, and then they go, "What's this?" Dig, dig, dig. End of episode.
It's a bunch of steel.
It's a bunch of steel. And what could it be? But of course, the place where Desmond lives.
Yeah, it's Desmond's home.
They find Desmond's house and they say, "Knock, knock, knock."
Knock, knock, buddy boy. See you in a year.
See you in a year, buddy. Hey, that's the episode.
That's it.
There's a few other like, this being season 1. There's a few other like character moments I want to highlight.
Mm-hmm.
In particular, I really want to highlight an interaction that Sawyer has with Walt,
Uh-huh.
where
It's great.
Walt is just kind of catching Sawyer up to speed. He's like, well, and Walt is like, oh, they took away Charlie and Claire, and I know who the season guy is, and Sawyer's just kind of like roasting him. They're both roasting each other. It's very good.
Sawyer's roasting Walt.
Mm-hmm. Sawyer's roasting
Yeah.
Walt. And
Oh, yeah. He's like, "Why am I getting the news from a 6-year-old?"
And Walt's like, "I'm 10." And Sawyer's like, Sawyer also has he's like, you're telling me that these guys have some kind of nefarious plan to kidnap a pregnant lady and a washed-up rock star. Oh, boy, I'm shaking in my boots.
Yeah.
He kind of just roasts the whole other's plot line
Yeah.
single-handedly.
He's rude.
He's rude. And then we get another moment where Walt mentions Saeed, and Sawyer's like, "Oh, Saeed's back?" Because Saeed, I guess, tortured Sawyer for a bit.
Oh, yeah. That is what happened.
And then Sawyer goes to see Saeed and is like, they have a cordial conversation.
Yeah, it's fine.
They're fine. And Saeed's like, "I'm sorry I tortured you." And Sawyer's like, "I don't care at all. But anyway, let's talk about what's going on." And they kind of give each other a recap of what's been going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much the episode. It's
the episode.
It's very, very straightforward, huh?
Yeah, it's good.
It's
It's
good.
good.
It's easy to talk about and like also compelling to watch.
I feel like TV's better when you can understand it.
When you can understand what's happening, even with like minimal, even like out of pretty much any context, I think you've got yourself some much better TV.
It's way better TV.
It's much more compelling, and it's also based on character. You have Locke kind of being level-headed. You have Jack. Just even though Jack is being an asshole, it still feels grounded in like something real, like
Yeah.
a real moment of crisis for Jack.
Totally, and he seems like a real flawed character.
Mhm.
And
Instead of just like a guy who sucks for no reason,
Mhm.
which is how he goes later.
yeah, and what Jacob is.
Yeah, that is what Jacob is. But you know who's not in this episode at all?
Jacoby.
Jacob doesn't appear even for a second,
Yeah.
and that's great.
But fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. I am curious if this episode raised any questions, though.
Yeah, I would think if it did, there would be some answers. But just give me 1 second, and I'll find that out for you.
Ooh. Well.
All right, I'm here on Lostpedia,
Yay.
and my God, did this episode raise some questions?
Did it really?
It really did.
Wow. I'm curious.
So here are the questions. Do you want the questions?
I would love them.
Okay, first, why did Ethan kidnap Claire?
Baby. Something about. Oh, the others have the pregnancy thing, right? Something about they can't have kids, so they want to make sure the kids are good.
Yeah, that's essentially it. After realizing the survivors were going to discover his infiltration, he took Claire to the staff so he could continue to inject her.
We saw that episode.
Yeah, we saw that episode.
Mhm.
But it was like for the good of the baby, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like, it was just weird that they were like, well, better kidnap him.
Yeah.
Instead of imagine if the others were just like, hey guys, a couple things about this island. Time shit's weird. We got a Jacob guy. You guys are some of you are probably part of that. Number one thing though, we got like pregnancy's a whole thing. So, This might help, it might not, but you guys should be aware. Instead of sending out
We're stealing the lady.
a superhuman man infiltrates the camp and then steals a lady.
Yeah.
Just like, why?
It's bad style.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The next one. What is the metallic object Locke and Boone discover?
Desmond's house, baby. It's where he lives.
It's the hatch.
It's the hatch, baby.
And do you want question 3?
Yes, please.
There is none. It
No.
only raised 2 questions.
Yeah, that's true. No other questions were raised at
It was
all.
a very straightforward episode.
No nonsense. No muss, no fuss.
I liked it.
There was a question raised at the end. Kept me guessing. And I don't even think it gets addressed for a long-ass time. And that's, it's almost like if you have a show with a mysterious undertone, you need a foundation of strong characters that are interesting to watch and that you care for. If in order for it to be something that's worth watching or even revisiting.
Some things are more important than the mystery itself.
Yes, and like cohesion.
Yeah, like if the mystery makes any sense.
Yes, that's just true, huh? Anyways, this is our favorite show ever, and we love to watch it.
I love it. Well, do you want to watch another episode?
I think I would love to watch one more episode.
Okay, well, I went on my favorite website ever, random.org.
Yeah.
I put in 1 to 60, and I got 27.
27. Let's take a look-see. 27. This is Season 3, Episode 11, titled Enter 77. And it's a Saeed episode.
I think this will be good TV.
I'm hoping it's good TV. Let me just do a quick once-over, but I'm pretty certain that this will be... Oh, no, we've still got one more Saeed episode after this.
Second last, the penultimate Saeed episode.
The penultimate Saeed episode is around the corner. Keep your ears tuned for this one, because it's good.
Next Thursday.
Thirsty
Thursday.
Thirsty Thursdays. That's
We
what
are sponsored by ND Mattresses.
Yes.
And also Blue Apron.
Yep, it's true. In actuality, we're sponsored by Noisepace.xyz.
Noisepace.xyz.
And it's a generous podcast network full of good podcasts that are all good to listen to. I'm not going to name them all because I'm tired. So, but take my word for it, they're all very good.
Check it out, Noisepace.xyz.
Yeah. Thanks to Matt for hosting us. You can find me online at Barrier Trio on Twitter.com.
And me, just go on James Rand on Space.
Yeah, what a space to be.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the show. The show, baby. You can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/The Island Shuffle.
Yeah.
Ever heard of it?
Ever heard of it?
You ever heard of it? You ever heard of twitter.com @Island Shuffle?
God.
Come on. It's almost like your IQ isn't 100%.
God damn it.
Jeez Louise.
Don't say that around me.
That's true. I know you're very sensitive about your full IQ.
Yeah, I got it all, okay?
Every single piece.
I didn't lose a piece.
I'm glad you didn't lose a piece. Hey, to all of our listeners out there, thanks for listening, and don't lose a piece of your IQ.
Yes.
Like we say at the end of every episode, don't lose a piece of your IQ.
You.
IQ.
Like we say at the end of every episode.
Yeah. Get lost.
Go for Hootie.
Go for Hootie.
Go for Hootie.
You got Hootie.
Caller 69, you're on the air.
WKYF, you're on the air. Go for Hootie.
Go for Hootie.
You don't mind if I go for Hootie?